Imagine if Mount and Blade, Foxhole, and Age of Empires had a baby, and every single soldier on the battlefield was a real player. That is the promise of Anvil Empires. This is a medieval game where 1,000 players build kingdoms from scratch. Every castle is player built, every sword is crafted by another player, and every massive battle is won or lost because someone remembered or forgot to deliver supplies. Developed by the creators of Foxhole, this isn't just another medieval survival game. It is a persistent MMO where logistics, teamwork, and strategy matter just as much as swinging a sword. But can it actually live up to the hype? John Scavenger here, and today I'm looking at the pre-alpha version of Anvil Empires. Pre-alpha meaning that the game is in a very early stage and that anything you may see can change before full release. And I do have to add that I personally felt that the game ran great for a pre-alpha and that I'm very excited to see how things will develop further. Anvil Empires is a game where instead of questing for a handcrafted RPG, you are dropped into a server with 1,000 players total, who are all playing for one of 3 factions. What is incredible about the game is that every single item, every road, every building is player made. And that is what makes this such an insane project. But a project that has a big fanbase as seen by Foxhole. You truly need to work together in your faction for the greater good of dominating the land and standing victorious at the end of an ongoing battle. You may also wonder, in a game like this, how do you even win? What is the purpose of it though? Well, to secure the win for your chosen faction, you have to meet one of 3 victory conditions. We have the military victory condition, where you have to capture an amount of enemy town centers. There's also the religious victory conditions, where you mine relic sites to collect and handing in religious relics to earn an X amount of influence. Then we also have the cultural victory condition, where you have to build an X amount of temples and defend them for an X amount of hours. There's a lot of ways to win in that sense for a game this size. I think it's fair to say that is the biggest selling point too, the scale of the game. Imagine 100 of soldiers marching towards a castle. Which sounds pretty normal until you realize that someone had to mine the iron, someone had to cut the wood, forge the weapons, and build the wagons where everything is transported in. Then we have another group spending hours transporting these supplies to the front lines. And if these supply lines get cut, the entire invasion can fall apart. You could say you live and die by the sword, but honestly in this game it feels more so that your life depends on those grinding the resources, who are truly the backbone of the faction. The ones that supply the war with whatever is needed to succeed. Combat looks grounded and tactical rather than flashy. You'll have swords, spears, shields, bows and crossbows. And huge castle sieges where positioning matters just as much as skill. But here's the interesting part. Winning isn't just about being the best fighter, it's about organization. The strongest kingdom won't necessarily be the one with the best PvP players. It'll probably be the one that's the best organized. Strength in numbers really will come into play here, and I'm very curious to experience these epic battles myself. In my time playing the pre-alpha of the game, I ventured into the enemy territory for the sake of capturing some footage. But I only ran into 3 enemies, and well, my basic armor and bow were not gonna cut it. So teaming up with the other players, properly setting up your war party and having the right armor and weapons is something I'd love to experience. It's a very exciting concept and I can see this appeal to a large variety of gamers. We'll have those who will simply enjoy the quiet life of being a farmer and never seeing the front lines, to those bloodthirsty players who will do whatever they can do to take out the enemy. This is still a pre-alpha and my own recorded footage shows just that. But this already feels quite well, and once things are optimized and things are working accordingly, this will be an incredible experience for any medieval fan. Sure, there's still a lot to prove, but very happy with how things are shaping up. Having Foxhole behind him and having the experience of handling the large player amount, the warfare, and all the different things happening at the same time, I feel this will help the studio moving forward without too many crazy challenges. They already know how to make a game like this, but this time, instead of World War II, it is set in the medieval ages. I am looking forward to seeing how this game continues to develop and how it changes in the future playtest. But how about you? Did you get to try the pre-alpha demo yourself? What did you think of the game so far, and what are you hoping for with the game? Thank you for checking out the video, and if you liked the content, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And I will see you next week.